So here I am, getting ready for my next run. This is the Grand Rio Park and the Rio Hondo River Trail, as you can see over there. I never feel like I want to run these things. That's why I share this stuff, by the way, because some folks have told me, oh, you're a runner. I'm not a runner. I'm terrible. My time right now, I already know it's going to be terrible, but I always share just to give you an idea that even terrible runners, if they do it long enough, it does become a habit. That's probably the only thing that keeps me going, because the actual event is absolute torture. So the trail is actually off that way. So let's get started. I'm about to cross my first mile. There we go.
Lap 1, 9:37. Heart
About
rate
9.5
131.
miles, or 9.5 minutes. Not as bad as I thought. Although, as I've said, I'm running slower than I used to. Not sure. I'm sure in the future I'll figure out what it was. At least I'll share. This is a nice trail for many because it's relatively flat and it's on the side of the river. Although right now there's no river, but that's the whole Rio Hondo wash. And yes, I am running barefoot. I don't always run barefoot. What really determines it here is the temperature of the asphalt. But after you've done it enough times, you kind of figure it out. So right now, it's about 70 degrees, which means the asphalt's about 95 degrees, maybe 100. So it feels a bit warm. But technically, your feet can handle about 130. Beyond that, it starts to become a problem. You won't burn till you hit 150, at least most folks. So let's keep going. And this is the 60 freeway. So, just crossed 4 miles. There's a river on the side. And one of the things that lets me survive this long is that I keep my step, my cadence. There's a sweet spot for most runners. And when I say most, I'd say like 96%, including especially the bad ones, of about 180. And in order to do that, the easiest way to do it is I have a playlist. I have a bunch, but I'll share one of them. It's a Spotify playlist. You can make your own, but it takes a long time because there's not too many songs. So don't expect to find your favorite songs unless you have a gigantic list. Even then, you might only have a dozen. But what the songs do is you can just run to the beat. It's like a dance.
Lap 6, 9:53. Heart rate
6 miles.
141.
Time to drink my water. I carried it in the back of my belt. I take a gulp about every 2 miles. And we are at the airport. Oh. The airplane's taking off. And this is where I turn around. So time to turn around. Pretty cool, huh? This is the 9th mile. And if you're wondering if I'm in pain, yes, a lot. It's really bad as you would imagine it is, if not worse. So you'll be like, well, then how come you're still running? And I guess the best way I can describe it is that after running enough miles, you reach what I can best describe as a sustainable pain. That is, it hurts, but it's not gonna completely stop you. So just finished 12 miles. But I always stop at 1% more. So I'll stop at 12.12. There we are. That's where I came from. And that's where we're going to cool down. Just thought I'd show you this nice little street. So this is about 1.25 miles into my post-run cool down walk. normally what I do is after a run, especially after any runs greater than 6 miles, I will do this post-run cool down, which is about 1 to 2 miles, depending on the distance that I've run, where I will run about 75% of that cool down, but a slow run. And then the last part, like right here, I will just walk. And the whole purpose of it, of course, is to bring myself back down and to let my joints and everything else after that beating kind of return to normalcy. I figured that one out because I noticed that if I just stop, even if I give myself a 5-minute cool down, it's just not enough. I'm just totally blasted and I will feel like shit. But if I give myself a cool down, I'm still gonna feel like crap, but just not that much. Part of why I feel that bad is just because of the intensity that I, like right now, my intensity was way too high and my speed was way too low. But anyway, that's another story. The whole point though is that I do find them useful. I find this much more useful than people's stretching, which by the way is a myth. And so after a tough run, there's nothing better than a relaxing dip in the jacuzzi.